Good morning. It's me, Kitty, and dog crew. She hasn't stopped. Every time a package rattles, that cat doesn't stop. Drama Kitty Sarah. Hi, Krusty. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, Krusty. No, yeah, you're a ham, aren't you? Yeah, nobody said... I'm trying... Nobody had a donut. Why are you all up in my grill, boy? Krispy Kreme. Anyways, we're gonna go check out the food. If you're a food viewer, the food: smothered pork chops and a cream cheese. Smothered pork chops and I haven't had nothing but coffee and some dry toast. And smothered pork chops, a mock mashed potatoes made with lentils, but it'll have cream cheese and spices and milk and goodies in it. I made a yellow Java rice, and we'll finish it off with basic malted milk ice cream, windmill spice cookies, and dollops of cream to dip it all in. So it'll be super sweet on the dessert. So I can bring myself to spend the $10-11 on the pie. Do we have the cashola? The answer is yes, but we've been eating buco pies and pumpkin pies and everything over the years, and a lot more buco pie since we've been here. I was going to spring for some sort of pineapple pie, which I was interested in, but the company has a low review. They're overpriced and their pies are tiny, and that's Filipinos complaining. So George will be up. It is 7:30. It is Thanksgiving. I spent half the morning just cleaning up after the cats and prepping for Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on.
George got run over by a turkey coming home from market Thanksgiving Eve. You might say that poultry isn't violent, but as his bossy wife I do believe. I'd sent him out to do the shopping. I said, George, you need a bird that's 20 pounds. I told him, do not buy the frozen butterball. Go find a fresh one running on the ground. He grabbed his wallet and his little fanny pack, and he looked at me with fear inside his eyes. I screamed, don't you come back here without the cranberry, and make sure that you bake 5 apple pies.
George got run over by a turkey coming home from market Thanksgiving Eve. You might say that poultry isn't violent,
but as his bossy wife I do believe. When we found him underneath the palm tree, he had claw marks on his forehead and his chin. He had feathers sticking out of his t-shirt and a beak mark bruised upon his shin. The bird was standing proudly on his stomach, gobbling loudly like he owned the place. George was begging,
honey, please just help me.
But I just told him, pick up the pace. Now we're all sitting at the table and the turkey's looking tough and kind of dry. George is wearing bandages and an ice pack, and he's too afraid to look me in the eye.
I told him, George, this gravy is too salty, and why'd you put the pan sit on the side?
He whispered, my love, I fought a giant bird for you. I said, just eat it or go sleep outside. The neighbors say I'm kind of harsh on Georgie. They say that he's a saint to deal with me. But someone has to run this chaotic kitchen since we're mixing cultures and biology.
George got run over by a turkey coming home from market Thanksgiving Eve. You might say that poultry isn't violent,
but as his bossy wife I do believe. George, did you forget me?
Now this is Wilcon Depot. Now Home Depot does exist here, but you don't see Home Depot in like every city. So if you're in Mabalacat, Here's Wilcon Depot. And that's as close you can get to Home Depot. There's our Puto Kuchinta guy. It's PWD.
See what's in there.
What's in here?
Well, it's our breakfast before dinner.
What
Is there anybody underneath us? Are we going to crush a small cat?
That's funny. Jeez.
But no, we're not crushing a small cat.
There's a lot of kittens, so it's okay. We can always replace her.
Yeah.
Did you order coffee?
No, we got those for free, by the way.
Oh, lemonade.
Will you help?
Lemonade.
Get out.
Is that Megan?
Yes.
What's she doing?
So I'm pretty active for somebody who had surgery last week. Get out before I rip your stitches open. Punch you in the nose, little. Oh man, I almost called her little. Oh, sheesh. That's for you, and these are for me. Oh, I must have got the wrong ones.
Ta-da!
Oh, okay, that was an assortment. Not bad. And then we got the little mini assortments. So, couldn't have Thanksgiving.
Well, we kind of are.
I'm saying we couldn't have it without donuts.
Oh.
Tradition.
Whoa. Is that empty?
Had a cat in it. Yeah, those were supposed to be all, and I'm pretty sure I ordered all, but it looks like they put regular ones in there. I'll have to double check because there's a difference in price. Yeah, those are just minis. Boy, wouldn't you? That kind of matches you, doesn't it?
What was that? Mom, she can't have that.
I know.
You can't have that, kid. That's sugar. You'll rot your teeth. Mom. Oh my gosh, Mom.
You know how you catch a crusty cat?
Right. Grab a fishing rod.
There's the Java rice. Pork chops doing its thing in our big crock pot. So we've already prepped the lentils. So we will add cream, cream cheese, butter, garlic, and these actually taste like mashed potatoes. So it's a cost saving, it's high protein, it's more filling. Here's the ice cream we got. We tried a bite of this. It doesn't really taste like malted milk. It just tastes like milk. It's a higher quality brand of ice cream. It does seem to use real cream and everything else compared to all these other companies in the Philippines. It's the most like the United States, but I think this was 400 pesos. That's expensive. That's $9 in the Philippines for this. So basically not. All right, give it a try. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Something like that.
Something like that.
You asked me, it's mashed potatoes. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about ready to fall off of the rice. I'm not happy about because it's actually healthy rice. So it's even with all the spices, it tastes like brown rice.
It's good.
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
I don't know. Enough. 4,
Okay.
which is average.
You're tired. It shows in your face there. Because you're... Yeah. I feed you that pork chop, you will never leave us alone.
Your life.
Right? Look at him staring you down. No. Hey, you don't run this show. All right, just a little bite, Dad. See that little piece right here? Have a little Thanksgiving pork chop for the boy. No, not that one. That piece there, Dad.
Oh.
Just give it to him.
want
He
this
won't
one?
bite. Yeah, he won't bite.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
I would never say never. Oh shit, boy, calm down. It's just a pork chop. It's just a pork chop. There he goes, and he's your problem.
So I have a friend, right? And his daughter.
You forgot somebody who wants a piece of pork chop. Oh, you ain't helping yourself, son. Dad'll get you a piece too, Mary. Here. Here, Mary. Gentle. Oh, hey. Be
You might
nice.
say that poultry isn't violent, but as his bossy wife, I do believe. I'd sent him out to do the shopping. I said, George, you need a bird that's 20 pounds. I told him, do not buy the frozen butterball. Go find a fresh one running on the ground. He grabbed his wallet and his little fanny pack, and he looked at me with fear inside his eyes. I screamed, don't you come back here without the cranberry, and make sure that you bake 5 apple pies.
George got run over by a turkey coming home from market Thanksgiving Eve. You might say that poultry isn't violent,
But as his bossy wife, I do believe. When we found him underneath the palm tree, he had claw marks on his forehead and his chin. He had feathers sticking out of his t-shirt and a beak mark bruised upon his shin. The bird was standing proudly on his stomach, gobbling loudly like he owned the place. George was begging,
honey, please just help me.
but I just told him, pick up the pace. Now we're all sitting at the table and the turkey's looking tough and kind of dry. George is wearing bandages and an ice pack, and he's too afraid to look me in the eye.
I told him, George, this gravy is too salty. And why'd you put the pan sit on the side?
He whispered, my love, I fought a giant bird for you. I said, just eat it or go sleep outside. The neighbors say I'm kind of harsh on Georgie. They say that he's a saint to deal with me. But someone has to run this chaotic kitchen since we're mixing cultures and biology.
George got run over by a turkey coming home from market Thanksgiving Eve. You might say that poultry isn't violent,
But as his bossy wife, I do believe. George, did you forget the whipped cream? Get back out there.
Yes, dear, I can make some for you like this morning. It's on ceiling. Wait for it to fall. Happy Thanksgiving.